Hi students, we were discussing about permanent tissues. And which are the two types of permanent tissues? Simple permanent tissues and complex permanent tissues. And which are the simple permanent tissues? Parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Then we study the simple protective tissues. Which are they? Epidermis and cork. Today we can study about complex tissues. Complex tissues. Okay. So what is the difference between these simple tissues and complex tissues? In simple permanent tissues, we study that that tissue is a group of cells that have same structure and same function. For example, parenchyma is one simple permanent tissue. Parenchyma, all the parenchyma cells are thin-walled cells and they are arranged loosely with intercellular spaces. And their function is what? Storing the food. Or collenchyma, we study all collenchyma cells are tightly packed with less intercellular space and all of them are thickened at the corners and they give flexibility to the plants. And in sclerenchyma we found that all of them are tightly packed without intercellular space and all of them are thickened uniformly with a substance called lignin. And what's their function? Their function is to keep the plant parts hard and stiff. That means each tissue have a particular structure, same structure and they have same function. That is about simple permanent tissues. So in complex permanent tissues, we can see that they have a group of cells. Tissue means a group of cells. So each tissue have a group of cells. And we can see each group will contain 2 or 3 types of cells with different shape. But all these different types of cells join together to perform a common function. Okay, so in complex permanent tissues, we can see one or two or three more than one type of cells with different structure. But all these cells are joined together to perform same function. Okay, and xylem and phloem. We can see xylem and phloem tissues in plants. So the xylem and phloem are examples of complex tissues. Okay, and both these together form vascular bundle. So xylem and phloem together form a vascular bundle. So these are also called as vascular tissues. So which are the vascular tissues of a plant? Vascular tissues are xylem and phloem. And you have studied in lower classes that xylem conducts water and phloem conducts food. So they are conducting tissues. So they are also called as conducting tissues. So which are the vascular tissues? Xylem and phloem. Which are the conducting tissues? Xylem and phloem. Or which are the complex tissues? Xylem and phloem. Okay. And this vascular tissues or the xylem and phloem in plant kingdom, in lower groups, these vascular tissues are absent. We can see the vascular tissues are present in higher plants. In lower groups, these vascular tissues are absent also. Now, first we can look about xylem. So we study it is a group of different types of cells to perform a common function. What is the function of xylem? Conducts water. From where it is carrying water? It carries water from the root to the leaves. So plants get water from the soil. So the roots will absorb the water from the soil. And the roots carry, xylem tissues inside the roots will carry that water through the xylem tissues in the stem and it will reach the leaf. We know leaves are preparing food through the process of photosynthesis, and for photosynthesis plants need water. So who is conducting this water to the leaves? Xylem tissues carry this water to the leaves from the roots. So that is the function. So what about the direction of conduction? It is carrying it upwards. So direction is upward direction. Okay, from root to the leaves. Okay, so function is conduction of water. And we study complex permanent tissue means it have different types of cells. Now we can look which are the different types of cells or which are the elements of xylem. So xylem is made up of 4 types of cells. That is tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. So which are the elements of xylem? Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. These are the elements of xylem. And the conduction of water, it is mainly done by this tracheids and vessels. Okay, so since they are conducting, they are tubular in structure. So what about the structure? They are tubular in structure because they are conducting the water. So it is easy to carry water from roots to leaves through the tube-shaped cells. Okay. Then this xylem parenchyma. We have studied about parenchyma. We know they are living cells and they store food. So they store food. And fibers we know they are dead cells and their function is mechanical support. Okay. So in this xylem, only xylem parenchyma is living. All the other 3, tracheids, vessels and xylem fibers are dead cells. And tracheids and vessels conduct the water. And xylem parenchyma store food and xylem fibers give mechanical support. Okay. So tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers are joined together. 4 types of cells joined together to perform a common function. Okay. Then next is about phloem. So we can look what is the function of phloem. So here only xylem parenchyma is leaving, all other cells are dead cells. And in phloem we can see there are 5 types of cells. They are sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So which are the 5 elements of phloem? Sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. And what is the function of phloem? Phloem conducts food. So from where it is carrying food? We know in a plant food is prepared in their leaf. So from the leaves the food is carried to all other parts by this phloem. So it is carrying food in upward direction and also in downward direction. So it is conducting in both directions. Okay. And which are the elements? Sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. And these sieve cells are usually present in lower classes of plants. So it is present in lower groups of plants. And sieve tubes are present in higher plants also. And this conduction is mainly done by sieve tubes and companion cells. Okay, so conduction of food is done by sieve tubes and companion cells. And these sieve tubes actually lack nucleus. Then how they are doing work? But they are assisted by these companion cells. And companion cells have nucleus. So companion cells will assist the sieve tubes. Okay, for doing their function. So sieve tubes are mainly conducting the food and it is assisted by the companion cells. Okay, and parenchyma store food fibers will give mechanical strength also. Okay, so here in phloem we can see 5 cells. Among these 5 cells, phloem fibers are non-living or dead cells. All others are living cells. Okay, in xylem we found only xylem parenchyma is living, all others are dead cells. But in phloem, only phloem fibers are dead, all others are living cells also. Okay, so what are the differences between xylem and phloem? Xylem conducts water from root to leaves. Phloem conducts food from leaves to other parts of the plant. Xylem is conducting food only in conducting water only in upward direction. Phloem conducts food in both direction. And in phloem, the main elements are sieve tubes and companion cells. In xylem, the main elements conducting are tracheids and vessels. And this xylem, only xylem parenchyma is living, all others are dead cells. Phloem, only phloem fiber is dead cell, all others are living cells also. Okay, so all these cells with the different structure join together to perform the function of conducting food. And in xylem, all these join together to perform the function of conducting water also. Okay, so these are about complex tissues. So which are the complex tissues of a plant? Complex tissues are xylem and phloem. They are also called as vascular tissues and conducting tissues also. Okay, so next we can study about animal tissues in next class. Okay.